What is going on, guys? Triple C Gaming, and I am back here with EA Sports UFC 3, getting some matches in with Stipe Miocic. And for this video, I wanted to focus on wrestling and grappling with Stipe. Even though, he has great boxing as well, in real life. He will use his wrestling, though, in fights. He has no problem standing and banging, too, but, like against Mark Hunt, he used his wrestling. Shane Del Rosario is another fight where he used his wrestling. Gabriel Gonzaga, so he will wrestle a little bit. And for this fight, we're facing Overeem, and this guy put himself right on the fence there. I had to go for that takedown. Tries to go backside, we block that. And the thing with Stipe too, since he's one of these taller fighters with a long reach, I think an 80-inch reach, even though his stand-up stats are all great, he does feel a little sluggish in his striking speed, even though he is powerful though. And that's just something I have to get used to. Gives up his back here, we flatten him out. He's able to turn back in the mount. Block him there. Yeah, stamina's just way too low. He needs to let his stamina rebuild a little bit first. I was going to let him have that and go for the triangle choke, but he stopped doing it. So once he stopped doing it, I said, okay, fine, I'll go ahead and get out then. That's something I like doing with guys is when I'm on top of full mount, I'll punch them a little bit. Then if they go to reverse me, I'll let them have it because it drains their stamina. And if they don't block that triangle choke or whatever submission, they're in trouble. But Stipe's submission range is only an 86, so it's not the highest, so I don't really go for tons of submissions. Not against going for him though, but yeah, you have to be careful there with that. Not the high submission rating, no submission based perks. And he keeps going for that get up. And guys, when you go for a transition once or twice and don't get it, stop doing it because you're just wasting your stamina. And also on top of that, getting that get up from half guard like that, you're never going to get that against a human opponent. Maybe you might get against AI or someone really that doesn't know what they're doing. But other than that, you're not going to get that transition without doing some fakes at least first. Once in a great while, you might catch someone slipping or if it's really laggy or something. But other than that, you're not going to get that. And we're just controlling here. I had chances for submissions and whatnot. Actually, when I had the sprawl out, I did want to go for a guillotine next because he had no stamina when I blocked him. But Stipe doesn't even have a guillotine from that position. And he was able to get him back. I was kind of surprised, but we block him there. And I'm going to go back into stack guard.
Stacking him here, putting the pressure on him.
Overeem has that sweep. I see. I did not know Overeem had that.
Good right hand.
Couldn't block it. Yeah, getting that, and we block that though. Getting that first block is critical. When you're dropping ground and pound here from stack guard. If you can get that first one, and we can't do it again. But we block him there, and he immediately goes for it again. That's another thing. Don't immediately keep going for transitions after one's blocked. So we're able to get side control there and dropping some ground and pound. He was able to stand up. You notice it looked like there was a little small leg spike there. But that was just about as dominating as it gets. I know some people don't like the ground game, but this is MMA, guys. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? This is part of the sport, part of the game. Believe me, I've been on the other end of this too, where I've had guys on the ground that just take me down. They can just control me and hold me there, and I can't do anything about it. And he whiffs on that head kick, and that's a gigantic grapple advantage. And he gives me the easy takedown. I try to posture up, but I'm not too sure I'm trying to block that. I'm pressing down to block that. I don't know what happened there. It's a weird delay. But we rock him there. He's worried about the takedown. He holds that for way too long. He gets dropped again. We're going to go back to classic old stack guard and just try to punch him out here since his health is low. And that's going to do it. Yeah, this guy we didn't let him get anything off on us at all. He was pretty much controlled the entire first round, and then even right there, he was rocked and dropped and finished. But the main thing with the ground game is just to be calm. Where you're on top or on your back, especially on your back. Stay calm. Don't spam transitions. Try to read what your opponent does. Does he throw a lot of punches first? Does he do a bunch of fakes before he tries to transition? See what he does and try to get a read on it. I'm not an expert at the ground game either, but, I understand it. But that's the first fight down. On to the next. All right, here we're facing Cain Velasquez, who's fighting Francis Ngannou this weekend. Going to be a great fight. Can't wait to see Cain back, see how he does against a dangerous opponent. This guy's keeping himself on the fence there, so you know what I got to do. If you're just going to do that, I'm going to go for that takedown. I can't resist. Try to go side setup, but he's able to transition quick enough. Able to block that, but he gets it. We're not postured up anymore. So that's a good thing to do that transition sometimes, because even if you don't get it, if you get it, you'll sweep them. But if you don't get it, you'll at least bring them back down where they're not postured up. He's able to get out of top mount. Tries to go back, so we block it. Now we're going to go side control, side saddle.
Excellent movement and transition.
Could not block that.
Staying busy.
I don't really care if he stands up, so I'm just going to keep dropping punches till the ref stands us up or he chooses to stand up. But I see him do that instead, and I don't, like I said, I wasn't trying to block him standing up. I was just waiting for the ref to stand us up, but then he went for that, so I saw it, blocked it. That would have been a sweep, and somehow he got that guillotine. I don't know if there was latency, because I mean that's something you don't get caught with, you know, right away like that. I don't think he didn't really catch me off guard, so I don't know what happened there. And that one especially, so that's how I knew there was latency, because I was like, come on, I stopped that. But we're able to get right back into full guard.
Beautifully executed sweep. Now
Drop back into stack guard. And I'm trying to block, man. It's not my day-to-day. Could not block that either.
Gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet.
And I'm thinking that guy's, oh man, I thought he was going to throw another 1-2-1-2 spam, so I was like, I'm going to slip straight him, get the stun hit and the slip strike, and take him right back down with that big GA grapple advantage. And of course, that's the time he throws a big spinning head kick on me. I was laughing about that. You know, I have no problem that it dropped me either. I was even though I leaned away from it, it still leaned towards you. And look at his stamina. Kills his stamina trying to block that driving takedown. We get him right back down. Now I've already conceded that I've lost the first round, and I'm fine with that. I'm like, first round's his because he dropped me. I'm not. There's still 2 more rounds, so it's not a big deal. We're finally able to block that. So let's get a little ground and pound in. Couldn't block that one though. And he's able to kick us off. Very nice job. I was really off today in my grappling. At least in a couple of fights I was. And he rocks me there. Ooh, very nice. Try to do a pull counter. I accidentally did the minor slip, which I did not mean to do. That minor slip can get you in trouble sometimes. Sometimes it works, but other times you will get hit. And I hate that on the right stick. You have to kind of press it hard. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I just minor slip, but I'm not even trying to. Like, I know how to hit the stick to do the major to the minor, but it still does that sometimes. I don't know why. But we didn't pay for it at least. We go round 2. We touch it up. I was kind of surprised he's put himself right on that fence, but that's why he was doing it. He was doing it to try to bait me, but we were ready for it. That was a good attempt, though. We created a hit stun there. Well, it didn't really hit stun him, but just landing strikes will give you GA grapple advantage. So landing those strikes, and they caught him off guard. He didn't see it coming. Now they can't be blocked. They have to land. And here we are. Now I'm dropping some body shots this time. Block him there. Cannot. Man, I should have. When he went forward the second time immediately after blocking it first, I should have been all over that. I have no excuse. He's keeping himself on that fence. And going for that spinning heel kick and whiffing. Remember, guys, I would say every video, big strikes, whiff on, huge grapple advantage. If you want to take him down, it's almost a free takedown. Almost, not every time.
Good shot to the body.
And he tries to get up. I'm really surprised that he's trying to, because that's what I'm watching for. I don't care if he stands up and gets me in the clinch. I don't mind being in the clinch. And oh man, I let him get that on me. I was so mad at myself for that. He got it. There was no lag. I don't know what happened there. I think I was pre-blocking full guard. But we immediately reverse him. Tries to get that. We stop it. He immediately tries to transition again.
He's doing a great job of moving.
Now I'm going to take top mount. Try to drop some ground and pound here. And he's pretty much given up. He's had enough of this. Which I don't understand that attitude, but that's fine. We'll take it. Yeah, I did some very sloppy grappling though on my transition blocks. Wasn't my day in that fight. But we did get him out of there. We were still able to largely control him too. And here we're facing Alexander Volkov. Cool to see Alexander Volkov. So you know I'm going to be wrestling him when I see those kicks coming. Or if he puts himself on that fence.
Miocic gets caught with that punch.
See how I pulled back there, guys? I pulled back on that straight. That gave me GA. And right into a double leg takedown. Doesn't mean it can't be blocked, you know, but he didn't see that coming. Because most people slip a strike. They're not expecting a takedown to come off a slip of a strike. Now I'm just going to drop some nice ground and pound here to the head and to the body, mix it up a little bit. He delayed that enough. Very nice job by him. I went that way, but I did it right away, and he waited a second there. He goes for that head kick. Once again, blocked. Any kicks that are thrown that are blocked is grapple advantage as well. Not as much as a whiff strike, but still enough.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Yeah, we're doing a good job with our control.
He's posturing up here.
Ooh, postures up and now goes with the big strike to the body. Well done there by Miocic.
Block that. We're going to go ahead and take top mount. See if we can't block something here. Yep, block that.
Effective punch there.
Get a little bit of ground and pound in on him. Thought he was going to go left. I went the wrong way. We're running the clinic now. Now we got side saddle.
Side control again. Moves to full guard.
And we're right back in stack, guys.
Stacking him now.
Because remember, even though if we don't, I'm not expecting necessarily to finish him from stack guard here, but you know, if I can block some transitions, waste that stamina, and also beat up on his block is going to get beat up on.
Now he's stacking him.
Able to kick me off, very nice. I'm not sure if I didn't block it in time or I went the wrong way. Thought he might do the other thing, and when he whiffs on that kick and gives me that free takedown.
The takedowns are starting to pile up, taking this fight exactly where he thought he could and exactly where he wants it to be.
And I block him here, and he transitions so fast that I could not even go for the takedown. I was just going to go straight for a takedown. I'm like, oh my goodness, no stamina, and he's able to just and again he's able to, before I can do anything. And I'm like, what is going on here? So I'm like, all right, fine, block him, pay attention first. Goes for something else. He actually gets that. I try to shoot in right away. Fell a little short. That's fine. I'm like, all right, no big deal.
He continues to leave that head open. His opponent's got to be salivating at this point in time.
Good front kick by him. He's still not shying to throw kicks, man. Like, look at that. He's whiffing again on kicks. I thought that he would want to chill on throwing kicks, or at least set him up a little better. He's ready. Now he's learning. He knows after he throws a kick, he knows I'm going to be on him for a takedown. So now he's starting to pre-block that. That's smart. But I said, don't be that guy. That's what so many players do that. When you sprawl a takedown, they'll let you get up, and then they'll immediately throw a leg or body kick. Don't do that, guys, because that's what I'm blocking low. So if I block it, there it is. That takedown's going to happen. But that was definitely our round. We controlled him very well. We frustrated him. You know, not a ton of damage, but the control was what was really good. Beat up on that block a little bit. And remember, Volkov's grappling stamina probably is not that high compared to Stipe's. All of his stuff is in the 90s as far as grappling, striking, and endurance. I forget the exact numbers. But Volkov is probably like in the 80s or whatever.
All right, round two. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Excellent movement on the ground here. Always trying to better his position. Back up to his feet.
Oh, strong punch there by Volkov.
Oh.
Look at that. We slip him there. I would have loved to have done a takedown, but he was too far away, I realized, so I didn't. Try to clinch him there through one extra strike to get me out of that clinch. Very nice. Pull back on that. I should have thrown a counter or a takedown. I'm not too sure why I didn't. But at least I make it a miss.
Oh, nice.
There we go. Rock him.
He tagged him again. There he swung with a haymaker. Body kick, look at that.
And now starting to snap off that.
Try to time a takedown on him there. Too short. Hit him with that nice right hand, though.
There's a nice inside leg kick.
Get a rock on him, and we're going right back for the takedown, guys. That's what we're going to do. Couldn't block him, though. And, man, once again, could not block, but that's okay. Ah, there we go. Now we get a block. And his stamina is so low, I'm going to go straight for the body lock takedown. And once again, he's going to go ahead and quit out.
But no doubt these takedowns are starting to add up.
All right, guys. Let's get another one in. Here we're facing Derek Lewis, the Black Beast. So Lewis is actually really good on the feet, very underrated, but yeah, off his back though, not so much. And I'm thinking like, oh man, he's put himself on the fence. You know what I'm doing? Right for that takedown. If you're gonna leave yourself on that fence there, block that. He doesn't go backside. Surprised me there. Tries to get that, can't. Tries to go again. And so I'm like, you know what? His stamina is so low. Let's go for that Kimura. You know, Stipe is all about the position instead of submission, like when he fought Francis, because the people are like, why didn't you go for a submission, you know, against Francis? But he said he didn't want to do that because he didn't want to risk not getting the submission and, like, ending up on his back and losing the position he was in. He was content to just control Francis and stay on top of him. But here, we're going for it. And we get it. And you don't want to spam transitions that fast.
Great job in getting this fight to the ground quickly and getting an early submission.
Yeah, so how about that, Joe? We can barely tell people what color the trunks are on.
Well, there we go. Another fight down.
So not a lot of weight.
Here we're facing Alistair Overeem.
Ready to go with live UFC action. Good to have you with us as we broadcast live from the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. 1-2 there by the heavyweight Miocic.
Rock him right away. Go ahead and get that double leg. I should have went for the high double. But we're on top. Block that. And, you know, I'm probably going to go to stack guard here. Yes, I am.
Now he's stacking him. Big body shot, body. Another hard shot to the
Dropping
body.
some ground and pound to the body there. There we go. We get a block there. Dropping some nice body shots here. And as you can see, he has given up. And, like, I don't understand that attitude with people that just give up on the game like that. Like, you're not going to self-improve with that kind of attitude of just quitting. Like, believe me, guys, I lose a lot. I don't, like, I know on my videos, they're more showcases. That's why I show mostly wins. I know I do show some losses, but I lose plenty in this game. And I've taken embarrassing losses where I've had people just, like, they could have finished me, but they didn't. They rocked me 3 or 4 times and critically dropped me and could have jumped on me, but chose not to and kept taunting me. But I never quit, and I tried to learn from that loss. Like, what did I do wrong? I don't just blame the game. You know, even though there is some things sometimes, but, like, I try not just to blame the game and just say, oh, it's not fair, or I'm better, blah, blah, blah. I try to self-improve and learn what I could do to get better and not make those mistakes again. But when you just give up like that and just say, oh, I don't like this position, I'm done, you're not going to get better. But that's fine with us. We'll take the win. Here we go. We're facing off against Cain Velasquez.
We are underway. Opens with the left hand and lands flush. He missed with that jab attempt there.
Oh, Cain's got that body knee. Forgot about that.
Again going back to the well with the jab.
Nice, very nice combination.
And this guy's I do a fake takedown there just to get him thinking, because he's being pretty patient, as you can see here. He's using his head movement. He's hanging back. I do the fake takedown again, and now I'm able to get the clinch. That's what I wanted. That's what that fake takedown was mainly designed for, was to get the clinch, because you can't really throw a punch off the fake takedown that comes out too slow, but you can, if they bring their hands down like he did, they're not going to be able to block the clinch. And look at that. He gets me down. I did fake double unders for a takedown. He blocked me. I thought I blocked that, but his grapple advantage was probably really high after blocking my transition, so I probably just was a little too slow on that one. So fair game to him. He got me down. Very good. And he actually blocks me there. Props to him. Did a good job. Yeah, there, whenever I'm put in this position, I usually just wait a lot. I'll let him either tell the ref to stand us up sometimes, or I'll wait a long time, but I didn't wait long enough there because he was able to block me. So now I'm thinking, like, just wait for the ref to stand us up, but, like, all right, we can go ahead and stand now. Because that position is kind of broken for the person on top. There we go. We take him down there. Like, if he was on top of me and went to try to go to the backside, it'll be blocked unless he immediately does it when you get in that position. And, man, I could not get that block. I was mad at myself because I told you that first block is critical. I'm like, all right, that's fine. Go ahead and go for that driving takedown to the fence. And now we're going to body lock high. Take him right back down. And I didn't know Cain had that get up, because usually I don't even try to block that way. I'm just worried about backside. If they take that, but I didn't know Cain had it. I should have known that he's a wrestler. He has that get up from there. So I'm like, all right, if I get him in that position again, I need to be looking for that. Do the fake takedown just to make him think. Yeah, we're both throwing feints out there. We're both thinking a little bit out there.
He's feinting with that punch.
He's playing fairly patient too. I like the way this guy's playing.
He got tagged there.
I think he was going for an overhand. It looked like he got hit with that straight right.
Hook shot attempt to the head here. Instead, it's blocked by the left.
Try to go for that takedown, not having it. I'd say I created a little, not a hit stun so much, but I hit him a couple of times. Remember, that's GA when you hit him, but that doesn't mean the takedown's unstoppable, and he was ready for it.
To go here in round one.
A fake sprawl and just go into half guard, because I'm assuming he'll probably block my sprawl out. Usually I get people with that. Not all the time, but you can catch him off guard, but he was able to get me there. We're able to kick him off, though. Not much time left in the round. I have to watch my stamina because I have used a good amount of it. I'm realizing already in the first round compared to him. But Kane also has the insane cardio. I think Kane might have stamina-based perks as well. As you see, easily his round. It shows I had 3 takedowns, but like when you do that driving takedown into the fence, that counts as a takedown for some reason. I'm sure it's a bug in the game that needs to be fixed because that's not fair. Because it absolutely should not count as a takedown. You're just being driven to the fence. You haven't been taken down yet. But they do count that as a takedown attempt for some reason. But even though it showed I had 3 or 5 takedowns, it's still his round. I would say for him. But it was competitive, you know. It wasn't like a blowout either way or anything like that. We both had our moments. I'm going to pressure him a little bit just to see how he responds. Just real quick, a little pressure, real fast.
Really threw everything into that uppercut, but fell short.
Going to the body now.
And I'm thinking, like, let's start working that body a little bit. Hit him with a couple of hooks to get him thinking a little bit to that body.
Oh, he's staying busy here, connecting.
See how he dropped his hands? We were able to land that straight right.
Oh, nice.
I got to be careful throwing that leg kick. He comes over the top with a big right overhand right or something. I'm going to feel it. Good job by him. I knew he was going to do that, and we're able to take him down. I said when he did his side lunge on me, he threw the straight. I was like, he's going to throw a body kick or a body punch or something. That's why I was just holding it.
Working from full guard here.
And I'm like, I got to block this. I have to block it, and I can't block it. I'm like, all right, you know what? I got to stop going for the stack guard. I can't block it right now, and I'm just letting him get back to his feet. I should just worry more about control. And he zaps me there with a big overhand, pushes me to the fence. Goes for the takedown, we block it, and I see his stamina pretty low, and I'm like, let's go for it. Now, I wasn't necessarily expecting to get this submission, but if you just complete the first 2 stages, you flip him. So, like, if he escapes on stage 3 or 4, I'm going to be on top of him. So that's what I was hoping to do, and there it is, see? And we have 1 more stage on. That's only a 4-stage sub. And that is it, guys. I was shocked that I got that. I could not believe I got that submission on him. I was not expecting that to happen. When I blocked his, he went for the high body lock. I blocked it, and I said, "Oh, you know what? Let's go for it." I expected him. I was hoping to get the first couple stages just to flip him and get on top. And when I did that, I was like, "Oh, great, okay, cool." But we were able to get him, and his stamina was low enough. I don't think he saw that coming. He wasn't expecting me to block that takedown. Dropped his stamina real nice, and that was it. Some fighters even have a Kimura from there too. They have the guillotine or Kimura to switch it up. But that's Stipe, guys, and I know we did a lot of grappling with him, but I wanted to switch it up. I haven't, really done a ton of grappling lately in my videos, so I wanted to do it for this one. But that's going to do it. Until next time, stay cool, calm, and collected. Peace.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward.